Okay folks, I found this by the side of the road. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Okay, let's see what we have. What this thing is. It is a fan, a broken fan. You see the pivot was taken out. It was already broken partially, but I took the pin was still in there partially, so I just thought I'd tear the whole thing out and just make it like completely like this. And we're interested in the face of that woman, so we're just going to grab this and put it on the glass like so. It'd be good if I could keep it stretched. I don't know how I'm going to do that without holding it. I think I have to hold it and just turn it sideways. I'm going to make this into something interesting, hopefully. I'm just going to release it, and I'm just going to hit finish. Yeah, that looks interesting. Not quite what I'm after. I don't like that little bit there. I don't know what that is exactly. It looks a bit on the minimalist side. And it looks a bit dark. It looks too heavy, too dark. Looks too much black. Gonna leave the black. I'm gonna stretch her out again. Hit the start button there. Yeah, that looks more, much better quality wise, but I don't like the way she's too close to the side there. It's not an easy one to do, folks. I'm just going to spread it out again, folks. Yeah, now I've cut it off. Cut her face off now. Looks shit house. Unless we can make this into a mirror image of her face, and I don't know. I do think we can do something different. We're going to make this into a movement piece. We're going to move it around instead of keeping it still. So this might lend itself well indeed to movement. So we're going to move this fan, this broken fan, around on the glass. Just a random sort of a movement. Yeah, that looks interesting. I do like a little bit there, but it's still a bit too dark, a bit too, it's not what I want. So now perhaps we're going to maybe lighten it further. So I'm just going to lay that out on the glass again and move it around. Woman's face, I want it to be featured. No, that looks shit house. I don't want the wood. This looks shit house. I'm gonna just try and display it out like it's on there still. Yeah, that looks interesting, but it doesn't look like what we want. That's obviously the face of the woman. Still doesn't look too good. Gonna fan it out nicely. Yeah, that looks interesting, but again, it's not what I want. Don't know how we're going to make this one work. It looks like a troublesome one. Going to leave it on 200. I think that's the size we want. So just going to stretch the fan out again, and going to try and get this woman's face to look interesting. Yeah, looks interesting, but not what I'm after. I do think maybe the writing on here might be more interesting than the face for some reason. I do think maybe the writing could be a feature instead of the face. Yeah, that looks interesting. Maybe we could make this into a marbled piece. Okay, I do think my intuition is telling me to keep going with this. Maybe again we can try and get the lettering stretched out and made into a piece. We will get there eventually, I do think, folks, as I often do with my difficult pieces. You know, sometimes things in life are difficult for a reason. You know, they're set there to test us, folks. And that looks really quite nice. I do think we could use that. But basically, I do feel that in life you get tested, you know, for resilience and patience and all the rest of it, for a reason, that it's not in vain. So this is going to end up as rubbish, but at least I used it for something hopefully good. Hopefully something good has come out of this piece of junk that I found by the side of the road. This is going to be a rather prolongated demo. However, yeah, now that's turned into something even nicer, that yellow cast we have. That looks really nice. That's come up a treat so far. Even this pandemic that is happening here in New South Wales, Sydney, Australia, is a test that maybe it's going to produce in a person like myself a sense of courage, that I have to learn not to be afraid. I have to trust that whatever power that may be out there will look after me. Like a lot of people do believe in a higher or a highest power, and I'm one of those people. So you got to believe in something, folks, otherwise you'll go mad. I really hate this pandemic, folks, but whatever has happens, it happens for a reason, folks. I want to try and believe in that, but that looks really quite interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.